This Saturday, we are live for Clash in Paris, live from Paris, France. Um, Main roster back on this weekend, so we have our predictions to do. There are 5 matches for Clash in Paris. Last time we had a prediction for the main roster, it was SummerSlam. And as you can see, it was a bit of a mixed bag. Flair and Bliss did defeat the Judgment Day. Sami Zayn did defeat Karrion Kross. Then had a bit of a bad point where Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul defeated Orton and Jelly Roll, which is Jelly Roll's fault because he was apparently going to go over. But he decided he wanted to lose, so surprise to that one. Reigns and Jey Uso did defeat Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Punk defeated Gunther. I thought it was the other way around. But Seth did cash in, and I am counting it. I did predict it, so I'm counting that one. For the Sunday, it was a lot better. Naomi did defeat Io Sky and Rhea Ripley in the triple threat. White 6 won the 6-pack challenge. Becky did defeat Lyra, which has put Lyra in a bit of a lull since then. Has she even been on Raw? I'm not sure. Solo did defeat Jacob Fatu. Dom defeated AJ. And Cody Rhodes became WWE Champion. So a 61.5% total. Yes, I counted the cash in for Seth to get me a better percentage. So let's get on with Clash in Paris. First up, we're going to go for the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Sheamus versus Rusev. This has been a bit of a weird feud between Sheamus and Rusev. It's basically, I'm going to hit you hard, so I'm going to hit you hard back. And a Donnybrook match seems to suit them. It's basically a street fight. Is this Sheamus' match? I think it is. I'm going to go Sheamus. Purely because I think that this is Sheamus' match. I'm not sure of the record between Sheamus and Rusev. I think it's 1-1. So I might be... This is the one I'm a bit unsure about. I might be going the wrong side of this. But because it's a Donnybrook match, I'm going to give it to Sheamus. Unless they're going to push Rusev. Possibly up to the IC title. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go Sheamus to win this one. Next, speaking of the Intercontinental Championship, the Women's Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Becky Lynch defending against Nikki Bella. This feels house showy. Becky Lynch will retain. This feud has been a bit messy with what Becky said about Nikki, what Becky said about Birmingham, what has been said, a lot of things. It's just a bit messy. So let's just end it here. I think Becky will retain. I don't think we'll see Nikki Bella for a little bit after this. You never know. She might stick around. But I think this will be a one and done for Becky. And we'll move her on to Bayley, maybe? See what happens with Bayley, because she's getting vignettes. Yeah, I think that this is going to be Becky to win. Next, the Tribal Chief versus the Tribal Thief. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in a singles match. Obviously, Paul Heyman with Bronson Reed. I think this will be Roman. I'd be surprised if it isn't. Because I like Bronson Reed, but I just don't think they're going to have Bronson Reed go over Roman Reigns. Unless there's interference. There might be interference from Braun Breaker, which can set up a match between Roman and Braun, possibly. But I think it's going to be Roman winning that one. Not much else I can say about this. Roman has kind of taken a dip. Maybe bring him back into the world title picture, which we'll get onto in a second. In fact, we'll get onto it now. Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Thought Roman Reigns would be in this, not Jey Uso, but we take what we get. I think Jey Uso is in there for popularity, but he is a good wrestler, so it kind of works out. LA Knight I'd like to win. I think Jey Uso super kicking Punk and Knight this week on Raw takes him out of it. Punk and Rollins will probably be the feud going forward, and then maybe bring in Reigns later on. So I'm going to go Rollins stealing it from Punk in some way, shape, or form. We'll go with that. I think Rollins will retain. It makes more sense for him to keep the world title for now rather than lose it quite quickly after winning it. It's only been a couple of weeks, so I don't think he'll lose it so quickly. And finally, my thought on the main event, or what I think will be in the main event, due to the fact that I think Brock Lesnar may get involved in this. John Cena versus Logan Paul. It's whether Brock gets involved before or after the bell. I'm going to play safe, and I'm going to go John Cena. I think the heel run is now over. We need to get big match John, big matches coming up to the end of his run. He's got about 100 days left. He's got about 10 appearances left. The end of John Cena. I don't think he'll lose to Logan Paul. I think Brock Lesnar will come later. If he doesn't turn up at Clash of Paris, it'll be the Raw after, or the Raw after that. It's whether they want to fly him out to Paris or not, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to go to John Cena for that one. But guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. Who do you think will win each match? What do you think of my picks? Like this video if you have, subscribe if you are new. Until next time, guys, take care.